Is my, oh, it's going. I think it's going. Hi everyone. I was having issues this morning. Let's see. Good morning, Annette, E. Marie, Andrea, Raven, and Dawn. Not sure if you're still on here, but I see y'all. And I got to clean up some of my stuff here. All right, I have this. I am cleaning up some of my mess here. Here we are. I have so many projects that I'm in the process of making. It's kind of crazy. You're here? Good. Good morning, Muriel. I am here. I'm just moving some stuff aside so that we can talk about this other Christmas in July situation I have going on. Here we are. Oh, you know what? I just realized I need to put on, and let me go put something on. I ran up here and put myself on a live, and then I didn't even put on the proper clothing. Hold on. We're gonna put this on. If I don't put on the proper clothing, we're gonna have every troll in here saying every inappropriate thing. I've got my little chicken outfit on that was very hot last night. Hold on, let me put on a bata. There we go. Much better. Ooh, I almost came on with somewhat looking lingerie looking kind of stuff. What, am I crazy? I keep these batas up here just in case, and yeah, need to definitely put one of those on. Oh my goodness, it's been a lot since we last saw each other. Good morning, Barbara and Norma and Catherine and Deb is here. Linda's here. Lisa's here. Melissa from Runs with Quilts is here. A Incognito's here. Good morning to you all. Good morning, Michelle the Quilter. E. Marie. Did I get everyone? Yeah. So I'll show you. So I have this cute little thing on, but it's probably a little too revealing. So let's put that back on. I just cleaned that. I'm sewing and lurking and enjoying your day off. I was wondering because I saw that you were having a live this morning at 9:30. I was like, oh, look at that. Lisa must be doing something. So yeah, so a couple of things. I am not going to Puerto Rico on had to cancel my ticket. I was supposed to leave on Saturday night. And yeah, so it's not that I'm not going. Well, I actually don't know. So I had to cancel my ticket and change it. So I just did a ticket change. As of right now, I'll be leaving Tuesday. The doctor called, well, after I got off of this live, believe it or not, yesterday morning, the lady from the practice said that the doctor and panel went through, you know, your file and everything. Good morning, Giovanna. And, you know, they told me it could take up to a week and a half, and we were at a week and a little bit, like, right? A week and a half. I think they were right. And so she said the doctor would like to see you the next time she's in. And that means Monday. And I know that we were talking to you about the end of July, but she would really like to see you on Monday. Well, I was like, well, I'm supposed to be going to Puerto Rico. And she's like, well, she says, I said, it is a refundable ticket. She goes, well, she says, she normally doesn't have openings or makes room. So she said, so if you can possibly swing it, it would be great if you could do that. So after hemming and hawing while I'm on the phone with her, I was like, fine, I'll switch it. I'll change it. So yes, so right as of right now, I rebooked. I could change my flight. I did buy one of those refundable flights that you could change. So I changed it and paid the difference because I bought my ticket super cheap, and yeah, then I had to pay the difference. But if everything is fine, I will leave Tuesday. Again, I left it refundable, or where I could change the date, because it all depends on, I guess, what the doctor tells me on Monday. I just didn't want the price to go up, so that's why I just switched it, because I figured I'd hate to like wait on Monday and then the tickets are like $400 each way. So yeah, so that's what's happening there. Not happy about it, but it's life. That's how it is. So yeah, so that's changed. Been sitting here sewing. Yeah. Yesterday I took some time off of sewing for a little bit. Talked to people. You know, it took a lot to reorganize everything. So yeah, so I've been working on a quilt for soft squares, and I did make an unboxing of it. So that will be going up soon. I uploaded a bunch of videos, trying to keep straight which video is what. That's what I spent my morning on. I had to talk with Honey about some harebrained idea I have in my head now that I'm not going on Saturday. So every year on 4th of July, I always go to a huge event. Last year, I live streamed the parade. And so this year I said I wasn't. I told all my friends, and this is the one time of year. It's like our little friendship reunion. Yes, I know, Dawn. It's just, you know. So, of course, I wasn't going to be able to go because I was going to be in Puerto Rico, or like leaving the next morning. There was no way logistically how I could get to A and B. So I said I couldn't, and all my friends understood. And this morning I'm waking up a little bummed, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, but maybe I can go to my friends our friends reunion thing that we do, a Friendsgiving, but during 4th of July. Yeah, I am. So I'm thinking about it. I am. What is your favorite board or card game? You know I'm a board game and card game person, huh? Oh boy, I really love them all. Namaste from India. Namaste to you, Samir. That's a good question. We play a lot of trivia here, but it's not necessarily my favorite. In card games, we've been playing canasta a lot lately. I guess our new little found thing is canasta. So we've been playing canasta. But okay, so now I got distracted. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't, like my honey says, he's working, so it's not like it's going to affect anything. He's actually working all day, 4th of July and everything. He just wants me to make sure that I am going to be doing the right thing. And I said, absolutely. Good morning, Mitzi. I know I can't dance, because a big part of our friends reunion situation is the line dancing, as you saw last year. So I understand I can't line dance, but I can do other things. We could sit and chat, and I haven't seen my friends in like close to almost a year, you know, ish, right? When did I see them last? I saw them last, in April, but I only saw them for an hour. So this would be an overnight trip or 2-night trip, because I would come home Saturday morning. Just thought that maybe a change of pace of the house, and me being here by myself all day in bed and whatnot. Yeah. So I'm thinking that that's a good thing for me is to get out of town. And I'm sitting, I mean, if I sit here, I'm going to be sitting sewing, right? Or I could sit in the car, and when I get there, lay down. So I'm thinking really of maybe getting in my car and making our Friendsgiving situation, or I don't even know what to call it. It's just this big 4th of July thing. So I'm not sure what to call it. Good morning, Melanie. But in any case, that's what I was doing this morning. I was talking to Honey about it and everything. So my honey is going with me. He took the day off on Monday because he had taken it off anyway for, because we were supposed to be in Puerto Rico. So he's going with me to the doctor's office. Good morning, Jessica. We saw this. and I do have a tutorial. I uploaded it on my videos. So depending on what I decide to do, I don't have to make a decision. The festivities start tonight. So in our friend's situation, it starts tonight, which is the kickoff of the giant fireworks in Rhode Island. And so yes. So there's that. And oh, this is the one that we did. I'm getting the Christmas in July quilt. I put this up because I remembered. You need to do what is best for you. Mental health at this point alone with your thoughts can make your mind go places you don't want it to. Yes, Lisa. As I'm like welling up because I'm like, if I stay in this house for the next 2 days, like yesterday, my mind was going crazy. I thought, you know, it's good to be around a whole bunch of friends. Not that my honey doesn't love me. He loves me, but he's working. You know, I think being around a whole group of friends, my support system, is I think maybe a good thing. You could start putting together the houses and thinking about, oh, I know, exactly. I can. Yes. So that's the thing, is I'll be pampered. So here it is. Here is this. So I already uploaded the video. I uploaded something that said dinosaurs. I don't remember what it's. Something old dinosaurs or dinosaur something. Remember, it was the dinosaur quilt. It's by Phoebe Moon. And I hadn't seen them in a while, so it would be nice. I mean, we've been talking on the phone, obviously, because of everything that's going on, but still, it just would be, I think, nice to just actually be in person. So, it's the old Dinosaur Rocks. That's it, Dinosaur Rocks. So, believe it or not, this is Dinosaur Rocks. Let me go grab the original. The original quilt is, where is that original quilt? That. This is the one we just did, and this, and this. Where did my Dinosaur Rocks? Oh, I know where it is. It's in the living room. Okay. I'm a little bit of a mess today because I just don't have my head on straight right now. Okay, so good morning, Peter. Jim, good morning. So I don't think, because this distracts me from my brain. Giovanna, quilting distracts me from my thoughts. So this is the Dinosaur Rocks, right? That's what, this is the pattern, Dinosaur Rocks. So what I did is I took this and placed that, and then this diamond, I used strings. So this is for the Soft Squares July challenge, where you had to use one of the specific pattern writers to make a Christmas quilt. So I just happened to get a Phoebe Moon pattern. So I said, well, I made it once, we're gonna make it twice and put our own twist on it. Love the gingerbread houses, yes. So this fabric was gifted to me in an Advent box. So an Advent box was sent to me by a viewer. They made their own Advent box and had it delivered to my house. I did not open it. It was not up for discussion on who sent it, what was in it, but I will admit that this came from that. So I had gotten this fabric and I absolutely loved it. And so therefore we used it for this big block. And I did it so that you can see gingerbread dreams are baked of these, and then it says peppermint parlor. And so I have all those through. This was also gifted to me in the Advent boxes one of the days, and it's just a red with some gold. And then this I had in my stash. And then these are just my Christmas strings. So I pulled out a bag of crumbs and strings. And when I was in Puerto Rico recuperating, I sewed strings. And I brought them home with me. And so that's what I use. I just cut them down. No rhyme, no reason. I just kind of, you know, I didn't say, okay, let me pull out strings with this. I just used these strings that were already sewn. And I just placed them in there. Whether it matches or not, I don't know. It's a scrappy quilt. It's a scrapper, you know? So, yeah, so I went ahead. And so I didn't do a tutorial for this because I did Dino Rocks. I already did the tutorial on that. So you do the same thing, except for using, you know, a piece of fabric here. I just put my strings in there. And then here's my big blocks. So I'm going to finish this off. This was really quick because, again, I already had these sewn. I just cut them down. So that's where we're at on that. So that's going to be our Christmas thing that we're working on today for a little bit while I wrap my head around what I'm doing today. Oh, you got to love it. Nothing like curveballs. So let's see, what do we have here? We have this. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I'm missing a whole block. Actually, I am missing a whole block. So this here, yeah, this actually goes with this. Okay, so this goes with this. And then we, I guess we do need to make one more block. So I guess we will be making a block together. So we will be making a block together. I'm looking for my games. Oh, here we go. Should we rock the 80s or the 90s? Who do we want to rock? I love how you come up with quick and easy quilts from whatever you touch. It's beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hello, I'm not sure if I'm going to say that right. Maritri Pereira? Maitri? I'm sorry if I say it wrong, but hello, welcome. Yes. Yes, he is. He is coming, yeah. He's going. He planned on it. He's not going to stay the entire time because my daughter is coming. And then my friend that you all met in Houston, who goes to the Houston Festival with me, she's coming. She's going to come for a couple, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. My daughter will be, so we'll be like the Three Musketeers for a little bit. My honey will leave, and then I'll go back. And I don't know, honestly, everyone's made their plans, and my daughter and my one bestie will be in Puerto Rico without me if I can't go. That'll be okay. I mean, you know, we had planned this trip last year, and it's been ever changing. And then last week I said, nope, we're going. Everything is set. So she just booked her ticket. My daughter booked her ticket. And yeah, there's the curveball. All right, so we're rocking the 80s, totally 80s. Okay, we'll go 80s for a little bit. What sitcom title character preferred to travel from floor to floor via the dumbwaiter? What sitcom title character preferred to travel from floor to floor via the dumbwaiter? I remember this show, but I remember this show, but I don't remember this show. I remember the name of this show. Maybe it'll come to me. Maybe I'll have to, oh, I can't look it up. Anyone know of a TV show? You don't know? Gee, but I've got to go get my block. I thought I hadn't made the block. Webster. Do you remember? I mean, I remember the name. I honestly don't remember what the show was or what it was about, but it was Webster. Don't know. Here's the pattern. Dino rocks. So that's the pattern. Somehow I missed the 80s. Everybody, we were doing better when we were at the 90s. We'll just do one 80s card and then we'll go right into the 90s. Right here is my scraps from the Dino Rocks. And remember, I have to quilt it, and that probably won't happen until I'm much better because I'm running out of time. And we'll make the quillo. That's what I'm saving these for, because you need that. That's where what you're talking about, Willis, comes from. Webster? No, that's different strokes. Different strokes. What you talking about, Willis? That's different strokes. But Webster was probably like right after different strokes. Wasn't it like Facts of Life, Different Strokes, or Different Strokes, Facts of Life? I remember Webster, but I don't remember, like I can't put a finger on it. Where is Sheila? She knows all the answers. Oh, she's in Austin having fun with everybody. All right, so I guess I do need to put together a block. So what we're going to do is I've got to remember I have these little corner square, whatever you call. I'm not making any sense today, so just look at what I do. Forget about what I'm saying. Webster. I'm going to look up Webster because that's going to drive me nuts. Okay, what diaper brand earned a pig award from Women Against Pornography in 1985 for ads picturing toddlers in suggestive poses? Where was I in the, well, I guess at that age I was 10 years old. They're talking about 1985. I was 10 years old. So I guess I didn't see that. But it says, what diaper brand earned a pig award from Women Against Pornography in 1985 for ads picturing toddlers in suggestive poses? I didn't even know there was yeah. But welcome in, Wallflower. Welcome to our community. We're a quilting community, and we welcome everyone, even if you don't quilt, but you want to learn and you follow the guidelines. We love it. Okay, it is Huggies. Huggies. Ooh, I guess Huggies. I almost want to YouTube that to see what these commercials are talking about is. Okay, what U.S. Secretary of State told Congress? We must cut the what? Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. We're going to skip that question. Some of these questions are a little bit, I don't know. Yesterday we're not going to say that word. Okay. Well, I can't even believe that's in print. What Bob Seger song sighed, I was living to run and running to live? What Bob Seger song sighed, I was living to run and running to live? Oh, I ran out of bobbin. Oh, that's weird. That thing never even told me. And I cleaned this sucker out too. Let's see. Against the wind, kind of lurking. Webster was the African-American little guy, Gary something, I believe. Gary Coleman? Oh, he was in another sitcom? Good morning, Mirta. So it is against the wind. It is against the wind. Now, here we are. This is my last bobbin. This is my last bobbin that I have filled. I have to go on a bobbin run and fill. Here we are. Only one cup of coffee in. I'm out. I just looked. All right, let's see what's the next one. Let's see. What 1984 sci-fi film had soldier Kylie Reese pleading, "Come with me if you want to live. Come with me if you want to live." So here is, oh, here it is. Okay, I was like, I think I did this wrong. So I'm going to have to turn this on. So we're going to press, I'm just going to press with my hands today. Lewis Emmanuel. Oh, Emmanuel Lewis was Webster. Terminator. Yes. Terminator is it. That's not right. This goes this way. You can mess with these blocks. I've done it. I have had to unpick these blocks because as Jenny Doan will say, angly challenged. So this has to go this way, and this has to go that way. So that means I have to flip this over. It's actually, once you do this part, everything is a big piece. Everything is a big fabric block. So it really goes by really quick. So Terminator is it. And it is. What Eastern Bloc nation celebrated its Isabella Dragneva, the first ever female gold medalist weightlifter, until her drug test results came back? What Eastern Bloc nation celebrated its Isabella Dragneva, the first ever female gold medalist weightlifter, until her drug test came back? Basically, where is she from? Where is she from? No, hard-boiled. Oh, really? So here, Giovanna, in the Italian restaurants, they have a hero, and it's called an egg and pepper. An egg pepper hero. I don't know if they make those in Italy, but it's on a lot of menus. And it's not for breakfast. Like, it's under like eggplant parm and everything around here. Maybe it's a New York thing. It's egg and pepper. An egg and pepper. And basically, it's like scrambled eggs and green peppers. So I goofed on this and made them a little too big. I don't know, when I cut them, and I had cut them all and I didn't want to recut them, so I know that if you follow the instructions on it, like the first instructions, you'll have no problem. But if you're like me and you have your brain everywhere but where it needs to be, yeah, and I got to make sure this line, you will see that. Here we go. This is not the right ruler. Here it is. Let's try this one. So don't mind me. This is an extra step that you all don't have to do. I I was in another world when I cut these. There we are. So I have to cut a 1/4 inch off. And I'm pretty sure because I made this goof, everything, I cut, all the points are sewn off, and I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. This is mental health sewing at this point. Because when I tried to sew it without cutting the ends, it was even worse. So have a great day, everyone. Yes, you too. Jessica, it is Bulgaria. Okay, let's go to the 90s. Let's go on to the 90s. And I don't know what I did with this. All right, let's hit the 90s. Let's see. We seem to have better off with the 90s anyway. What TV family resided at 10 Stigwood Avenue in Brooklyn? We don't need that. I don't know why I had that. So you need 4 of these. And whatever, either this is normally a piece of fabric. I use strings. You probably could use crumbs. Whatever delights your boat. Another block. Whatever it is, whatever your imagination brings, and you just bring one of these to each. And you saw this on Dino Rocks. Cosby. I think so. I think it's Cosby. No, yeah, Cosby. It says the Huxtables. That's Cosby. The Cosby Show. The Huxtables. Okay. What Australian beer got slapped with a Fox lawsuit for copyright infringement? Teresa Louise, good morning. I don't know. It's called Duffy. Duffy beer? Duffy beer. So the interesting thing is all these points here, right here, all are beautiful points. It's when you sew this part in where the points are not where they're supposed to be. All right, let's see. Who was the second first lady? Okay, here we go. Who was the second first lady after Helen Taft to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery? I don't even know any Aussie beer fans. Sorry, I was reading. I got distracted. Who was the second first lady after Helen Taft to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery? Jackie O. Yes, it is Jackie O. I did not know that. I was like, good information. There we go. What HBO series sparked a man on a gold... Wait, something hurt. Okay. What HBO series sparked a run on gold necklaces broadcasting the wearer's first name? Oh, I never watched this show. Someone said I should watch that show. Maybe I'll watch it when I'm sitting in bed for a while. That happens to not be my rooster. That's my neighbor's rooster. You can hear him on this side, but when I sew on that side, it's my rooster, Vanilla Ice. Yeah. All right, here we are. And now we're just going to put that right here. I normally trim it down. Oops, and this goes to something else. Good morning. Yes, good morning, Regina. Yeah, that was my honey's doing. My honey called him Vanilla Ice one day, and I laughed. I was in hysterics because we had two roosters at one point, and the other one was Snoopy, and he's like, well, if we got Vanilla Ice, maybe Snoopy needs to be Snoop Dogg. So we did, but we don't have Snoop Dogg anymore because Snoop Dogg was a little much with my girls. He's living on, just not here at this farm. Hi, Mom. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Joyce. Already out the door. How's the cat training going? I haven't even posted that picture. I don't know if I'm going to post that picture in a short. Part of me thinks people are going to think I'm a whack job. So, you know, I have these two feral cats that are not my cats, and they won't let me go near them, right? So I've had way too much time on my hands at home. And so now I go out there. They're not my cats. I can't have cats. I'm allergic to cats, okay? But I do feed them, and one is Tom and the other one's Jerry. And we had a lot of turkey. It's all the turkey's fault. We had a lot of turkey. So I'm giving you a story now. So we had a lot of turkey, and we couldn't possibly eat it, and I didn't want it to go bad. And I looked up, feeding cats and make sure there's no salt or anything, and that was fine because it was like the inside of the turkey. It wasn't really the outside where it was very flavorful. And so I cut up the turkey, last bit of turkey, and I had been feeding it to the cat. And then one day I was feeding the cat, and Tom was a little like, I want that piece of turkey, and I don't know if I should take it out of your hand. So he took it out of my hand so gently, would just come and just barely just grab enough so it could take the turkey out of my hand. And so I was with was I with my daughter? No, I was with my son's girlfriend, and we were talking. She was on the swing, and I had the turkey in my hand ready to go and put it on the plate or on their little dish. And next thing I know, Tom comes up on his all two legs, and he's up walking like a person, and grabs the turkey out of my hand. It was the funniest thing. And I said, OMG, this is hysterical. So then I did it again, and that sucker did it again. So I called Honey. I go, Honey, you have to tape this because I don't think anybody's going to believe me. This is not even my cat, and somehow I trained it. It's doing tricks for a turkey. And sure enough, that cat was doing some cat tricks for some turkey, and it was quite funny. I sent it in the family chat, so everybody got to see that, yes, the cat does turkey tricks. And so what's so funny is that this cat is so skittish of people. I mean, so skittish of people. It showed up at my house. Oh, I don't know what happened there. That doesn't look good. It showed up at my house. What in the world? It showed up in my house over winter time, and I was afraid. It showed up with a little tiny cat. In the dead of winter, I was afraid it was gonna freeze to death or starve to death. So then I made it a little cooler house, and then we do feed these 2 cats, because again, the story of Tom is last summer when Tom was born, or last spring when Tom was born, he hung around with my chickens, and he was always in the middle. So when all the chickens were lying and sunning themselves, he'd be in the middle. Loves the chickens. And and so, you know, just then started sitting in front of on my mat over the winter time, and I was like, okay. So I just started feeding it. But now this kitty, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, is totally just doing funny things. Again, won't let you go near him or them or whatever. And after the whole cat trick thing, and we took that little video, I should put it on a short. Well, after doing all that, just 2 days ago, it came right. It was sitting on the glider and was doing this thing where it needs. And I called my daughter. She goes, "Oh, that's called happy toes, Mom. That means that the cat knows that you're okay, or it's happy to see you. It's a form of affection." She's a crazy cat lady. Okay, my daughter is. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So like this morning when I went downstairs, they were asleep. And I opened up the door, and they woke up, and they started with the happy toes this morning. So I guess it's happy to see me. And so now it rubs against me, and I went down to pet it. And normally it runs away from me, and it was letting me pet it. Some people call that making biscuits. Okay. Gotcha. Well, all of a sudden 2 days ago, now it's letting me pet it. Yesterday I tried to pet, and they weren't sure if they wanted that, and I didn't push it, but yeah, I got a little kitty cat that I'm allergic to. And I said to my honey, I want to bring this cat in the house so bad and give it a proper home. Like, I would rather this cat have a proper home than be with me, honestly. But it was so afraid of people, wouldn't ever let me get near it. Like, it would come, it would sit, it would act like it was mine, but never let me come near it. But it's happy. It's happy. It's healthy. I mean, if one day it trusts me enough, I will take it to the vet and get treatment and everything for it. It's just not there. It'll build its trust. I did deworm it though, because I noticed signs, and I called my daughter, and she said, yeah. And then when I read up about it, I just pricked myself. Morning acupuncture. All right, so I never did say that. So what HBO series sparked a run on gold necklaces broadcasting the wearer's first name? That was Sex in the City. Yeah, I'd never watched that show. And now I think there's a new show based on that, right? Oh, with cats, you have to let them do what they want to do. Yeah. Yep. And they are barn cats. They are barn cats, because they're not. I asked my neighbor, and she says, as a matter of fact, I saw Tom at my neighbor's when I was talking to my neighbor. I was like, oh, there's Tom. She goes, Tom? I was like, yeah, that cat. She goes, oh, that cat just showed up. I go, yeah, I don't know, but it doesn't like people, but it does come right near me. And then when I was there talking, it came right up to me. She goes, oh yeah, I guess that cat knows who you are. So I have several cats and a barn opossum family. All right. You never watched either? That's because we're watching, because then we're watching things like shows that we probably should not be watching. I'm over here, got suckered into some other show called, not Mama's Boys, but I don't know, somebody's sons, mothers, sons of mothers, I don't know. Some dating show, reality. I'm sure I'm losing brain cells watching it. Yes, they got I have a soft spot for them. So next thing you know, Honey did say something about maybe before winter building them a catio outside so that they have proper shelter instead of the little cooler. And I have proper shelter. They can, actually the duck barn is empty and they can live in the duck barn, but they want nothing to do with the duck barn, which is right next to the chicken barn. Not or the chicken coop. They don't want anything to do with it. They want to be right by the house. LOL, that's true. Smother something. I watched it. No, this is a new one though. I just found it yesterday. I found another one too. I don't even know if I could say it on TV, the word, but it was comical. It was very comical. I'm sure it had to be staged too, but you know. So anyway, let's go to the next one. Oh, I love Shania Twain. Here we go. It's a Shania Twain. Ready? What Shania Twain effort passed Patsy Cline's greatest hits to become the best-selling country music album ever by a female artist? What Shania Twain effort passed Patsy Cline's greatest hits to become the best-selling country music album ever by a female artist? It's not Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Because that's what I thought it was. But maybe Man, I Feel Like a Woman was in this album. And they're talking about the album name. So it is The Woman in Me. Come on over, babe. But it's not that. Okay. Let's see. What apocalyptic event is abbreviated in internet shorthand as, oh yeah, right, TEOTWAWKI, Tiatwa Wiki? I don't even know. Oh, it's an acronym. It's an acronym. It's an acronym. So that's right. The end of the world as you know it. Isn't that a song? That's a song. I feel that's what's popping in my head right now. It's the end of the world as we know it. Okay. Here you go. What John Hughes movie was hyped as a family comedy without the family? I will tell you, it was a Christmas movie, or what we classify as a Christmas movie. Yeah, Jim got that right off the bat. Home Alone. Yes, Home Alone. All right, let's see. Who appeared? You know what? I don't know. These, every time I start to read these pink ones, it's really racy. Who appeared with Clarence Thomas on a Time magazine covered headline, Sex, Lies, and Politics. All right. So on the regular Dino Rocks, it's only three blocks over and 4 blocks down. I decided I did not want to do borders. I'll do maybe a baby border. I don't know. And I thought I wanted this to be a really oversized Christmas throw. So I did 4x5 instead. I did 4x5. Monica Lewinsky. No, it is Anita Hill. Anita Hill. Okay, what U.S. city lost the use of 11 major roadways in the 1994 earthquake? Los Angeles, San Francisco, LA, San Fran. Let's see, it is Los Angeles. What pajama-clad duo held flowers on a bed in a photo Apple used for a Think Different ad? What pajama-clad duo held flowers on a bed in a photo Apple used for a Think Different ad? Bananas in Pajamas. No, so it's a singing duo. I'll give you that. It's a singing duo. I don't remember this. I'm into the PJs, but I don't remember this ad at all. It is, ready? Yoko Ono and John Lennon. All right, here we are. What shopping mall attracted more visitors than the Grand Canyon, Graceland, and Walt Disney World combined? I'm going to put this up. We're going to put this up. It's a little bit a hot mess. I'm looking at it in the video, and it's a little all over the place. It's a little, yeah, it's a little much. Hey, you know what? Someone will love it. Someone in my household will love it. They'll snuggle. You know what I'll do is I'll put a flannel maybe backing or something on it, and it'll be a nice snuggable quilt. It is a little busy, but hey. Maybe if I did blocks that were a little less busy. Because I got busy and more busy. But that's it. It's done. It's done. So it was 10 blocks like this and 10 blocks like this. I'm telling you, it went by so fast. And because I extended it, I don't even have to. I don't think I'm going to put it. If I end up putting a border, I would probably do the red all the way around. if I decide to do that. Buenos días, Johnny. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? All right, so it is the Mall of Americas. The Mall of the Americas. The last one here. What boxer-sized instrument was lifted into orbit in 1990 by the shuttle Discovery? Do we know that? And then let me show you what else I've been working on. I've been working on this. And this. And this. It's a lot of piecing. A whole lot of piecing. And this is, yeah, it is pretty. But it's from a new line coming out in September. It's not available. It's one of Moda's new lines that are coming out in September. Yes, it's the Hubble. The Hubble. It totally is the Hubble. You guys have it all. All right, so I'm done for the day. I'm tired. Look at my beautiful community, though. Look at that. Oh, you know, I will show you something though before I go. I finished this. Yes, Jim has got it, doesn't he? So here it is. So after making this, a couple of things. We know that we need more pieces if you're doing this of this. And if you notice over here, there's 2 pieces put together. So there's actually, I said there was supposed to be 13 of these across. No, 13 was way too big. So it really needs to be 12, but then 12 is too short. So once I added the 2 pieces here, and yes, I did them here and here, right dead center of this, all the measurements worked. Now, one of 2 things happened. Either I did this wrong or something's up with the pattern. I'm not sure. But I know that I cut. The cutting I did right. And I know that instead of 30 or 20 or whatever it was, we needed 10 more. But this is it. And then I got thinking what I was going to put in the back. So they gave us this pink, if you recall, for binding. But I found this. Look at this fabric, right? Isn't that pretty? And it really, really goes well. It has all the same colors in this. And then this way it could be reversible. And look at this, was even the crazier. You see this pink right in there? And that pink, look at how perfect that was. So, and I said, well, I'm not going to use that for binding. I'm going to use it for the back. And I didn't have enough of this for the table runner for the backing. So by adding this piece in here, it gave me enough room. Look at that. So it'll kind of be reversible because it'll have a little, it won't be that, you know, it'll be like this in the back, you know. And so I love it. So I'm excited. I'm going to probably quilt this right on my regular domestic machine. I think I am. I'm going to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Folks, good morning, Kathleen. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at this moment. So I don't know if I'm going to be on my live tomorrow. Because if I'm traveling, I won't be on a live, but I will drop a video. I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I'll figure it out. Yes, I love petting fabric. I so totally do. So I am finishing up the test on my new pattern today. Hopefully it'll be released by the end of the week. Oh, that's so exciting, Andrea. Yes, right now I did that and I finished this, but right now I'm flooding. I'm like, not flooding, but I have a lot of work that's behind the scenes. I did show you a little bit of it, and that's a huge quilt. So I've been working on that. I haven't been able to do a lot of other stuff. But I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying. So everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Oh, by the way, we have Lisa, the Awkward Quilter. She's going on at 9:30 for a pop-up. So I will see you on a live, just not sure when. and I'm going to leave it at that. But I just don't want anybody to be alarmed. It just means that I'll travel. But, you know, if I travel, I'll pop up and say I'm traveling. It's just, I can't say I'll see you tomorrow because I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. So everybody have a wonderful 4th of July and take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And please, if you don't mind, on your way out, giving me the thumbs up. It helps me out so much. And also, I don't know what a rubies are, but apparently if people give me rubies during a live, if I get, what is it? They said if I get rubies on three lives within a month, I get put into some kind of drawing. But honestly, I don't even know what a ruby is. I don't see it on my end. Maybe a ruby is something you see on your end. I meant to ask about that at the beginning of the live. So anyway, yes, I don't know. It was an email I got from YouTube saying that I could possibly be a winner of something if I have rubies to 3 different lives in 1 month. I don't know how you do a ruby. I don't know anything about rubies. Apparently, it's something to do with a gift. Good morning, Booby Pie. It's similar to bites on Twitch. Okay, because I don't know. Again, somehow someone can gift me rubies. I just don't know how. You buy rubies, and then you can send little gifts to the host. Oh, okay, sure. So it's like $1 for 50 rubies. Oh, interesting. All righty then. I don't know. I was been selected. My channel was selected. Then it said in my email that if I do a lot of vertical lives, and if I get rubies in at least 3 lives, I would be entitled to something. But I didn't understand it, honestly. I don't know from where you buy these rubies. How do you buy rubies? I don't know. And she says, okay, Poopy Pie says, it's the little present next to the chat box. My chat box doesn't show this. It's the little present next to the chat box. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm hiding that one. Thank you. Thank you, Deb. I think that person thought this was a fans only page. Oh my goodness. By the super chat button, the little gift box. We will investigate. Okay, we're not going to do it on this live because I totally forgot about it. I forgot to ask about it. I will be on at 10. Error in scheduling. Okay, so Lisa redid that. She'll be on at 10. Okay, we'll figure out the rubies the next time I go on a live. All right, everyone. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.